big up to the Dallas Empire for pulling out, guys, what was a historic win in dominating fashion at COD Champs 2020. And look, they deserved it, guys. They were very hungry for it. They heard all the noise. Crimsix heard all the noise. And people making fun of this man for, stating that he never forgives, he never forgets, and lots of people memeing him on that and such. And now look at where they are. They won the very first Call of Duty League World Championship in this city-based format, and Crimsix is the MVP. And now, to me, as well as many others in the community, he is the undisputed greatest of all time. And we'll kind of break this thing down, guys, as to why. And so, look, Crimsix has not won just one or two, but 3 world championships at this point in time, tying Karma as well as Clayster. Clayster on the same team and on the Dallas Empire also has won 3. So now you have 3 players that are, to say the least, tied for, 3 world championships, which is a major deal. But I'm going to tell you guys why Crimsix absolutely is undisputed at this point. He's the winningest player of all time. The one thing that he didn't have on Karma was 3 rings, and now he does. He's the winningest Call of Duty player all time. On top of the, most earnings, which at the end of the day, guys, when it comes to earnings, I don't look at that as you're the greatest of all time because of your earnings. You're the greatest of all time based on world championships and just winning at the end of the day. He has the winning formula, guys, and it's not even a debate. Clayster winning back-to-back is a major deal, and he's going to have, we'll see what happens next season, but these two it's a match made in heaven, in my opinion. Met with Illy, Shotzi, and Hook they're a fantastic team. They deserved being world champions for sure. Crimsix, though, guys, why he is now the greatest, not only because he's the winningest, but because Karma has been known as the GOAT. But the one thing that's bothered me about Karma and what he's done as far as, how his career has kind of taken him, he's just felt at times that he wasn't fully dedicated to the game. And I'm sure a lot of these players, year in and year out, they're not like, there's going to be games here and there that they're not fully committed. Crimsix, though, is different. He's been committed from the very beginning. Now, of course, coming from Halo over to Call of Duty, he's been committed, guys, to this thing. And Karma, he's kind of stepped away, then he's come back, he's kind of stepped away. It reminds me, guys, of Michael Jordan. And I've stated this many times that, LeBron to me is the greatest over Jordan. And it's not just because, when you look at it, it doesn't always just come down to rings to me. It's the totality of what you've done. And, MJ, not stating that he's not an incredible player, because he absolutely was. However, I've always stated that he stepped away from the game multiple times. And that showed me that he's not as committed as someone like LeBron, who's been there and is stuck with it. Michael Jordan took 18 months off for baseball, then comes back, wins more championships, then leaves again, comes back, and of course plays for the Wizards, which no one likes talking about that. But LeBron's legacy has been something that's been unprecedented by any player in the history of the game, and that's why I put him as the greatest ever. It's not always about the championships. It's about the totality of what you've done. Championships certainly play a huge part in that, guys. Don't get me wrong. But if you're going based on championships at the end of the day, when it comes to the NBA, Bill Russell is the GOAT, but I don't think anyone really puts him as the greatest ever. But I'm just stating, you got to kind of look at it and put it in that kind of perspective. I feel the same way with Karma. He wasn't 100% committed every single year to this thing. He stepped away at times. He'd been dropped and kind of moved on to other things. And I'm not going to take away those 3 rings because he deserved those. He is a grinder, an incredible player to say the least. But Crimsix has been dedicated since he entered into the Call of Duty scene, dedicated to this thing, has put everything into it. He is one of the most passionate players, if not the most passionate, player in Call of Duty, and it's not even close within its history. You can just see it. He wants to win more than anyone, and you can see that, and it bleeds through the screen almost. and we see it in his gameplay, his leadership. Clayster's another one. I mean, just incredible when it comes to that. They are competitors at the end of the day. The earnings, I mean, sure, guys, they want to get paid, but they want to win. And that's the difference to me about Crimsix and Clayster to that of Karma. Karma wants to win, but he's not as dedicated as that of Clayster or Crimsix, in my personal opinion. And, you know, and it's shown. And now we see these, you know, guys who are getting older. They're like the old dogs in Call of Duty at this point, and they're still winning championships. Clayster coming off back-to-back championships is a massive ordeal, guys. So, look, when I look at the totality, and, you know, we got all three of these guys have 3 rings. But then you look at like I said, the totality of it. And you could bring up earnings at the same time. But if you bring up earnings, obviously you got Clayster and Crimsix are about neck and neck. Karma's underneath them. You look at championships. They all have 3 rings. World championships, I should say. All have 3 rings. And when we talk about the winningest player, though, who's won the most tournaments and things of that nature, you got Crimsix. That's why he now is above Karma in my, you know, as far as in my personal opinion, as the greatest ever. Now we'll see what happens next year. Can Clayster win 4 rings, and you know, or can they both win 4 rings? Then there's going to be massive discussion, guys, about all of that. But at the end of the day, guys, Crimsix is the guy. He is the GOAT. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to Clayster, the rest of the guys on the Dallas Empire. These guys are going to be a force to be reckoned with moving forward. It'll be very interesting to see how things change from, you know, Modern Warfare to a Black Ops Cold War, because there's a lot of rumor and speculation that we're going to 4v4, which would be very interesting to say the least. But let me know, guys, what do you all think about this whole thing? About, you know, Crimsix? Do you think he's the GOAT now? Do you think he's not the GOAT? What do you guys think about it? Is Karma still the guy, or you guys think it's Clayster, or do you think it's someone else? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Call of Duty League content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.